originally, the first one we did on air was with you, if you remember, the little runner that was perforated.
Totally.
And this here is to take that sport athleisure look and translate it into our fly customer somehow. Because Fly London was always a little bit more edgier. It was heels or wedges and everything. And this sport look is flat. It's always soft, supple travel shoes. Shoes for you to get around from place to place.
It's a very cool
edgier
version of like an athletic shoe, and you have 3 choices here. The leather is, it has to have been pre-washed or tumbled or something, because it's just incredibly liquid on the foot. Free shipping, easy pay, everything that you see in the show, because it's all on easy pay. Those easy payments go away at the end of the day. And this one new comes in, you're seeing on your screen red.
Red smooth leather.
Yep.
Here.
In the navy.
Navy. And this is our washed leather, so there is the difference between the two, and we can explain that.
Faded.
Right.
But and also look at the outsole. That's super cool.
The little feet marks all around. That's you getting around from place to place, traveling.
This one really reminds me of something you would see in England, in Europe, yeah. And then black on black. And here's, you know, goring on the outside, but here's the, right? I mean, it's inspired by a sneaker, but there's no laces.
It's like your high top,
yes,
little chukka boot, but in between, I think we had a little boot that was a little lace up that was this height, called Indira. So if you have that boot, it's that same flavoring. That was a good boot for us. You know, these two here are the smooth leathers, black and red. Then the navy, which is really cool, is our wash leather. So when you get this home and you see all these marks over it, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to have it as you pull it out of your closet. You've had it for 50 years, and it's the go-to. You can see here the highs and lows, all the fading into it, because we actually take this shoe, dip it in the dyes, and this is something that Fly created doing, and then you put it in the washing machine. With some cedar blocks, it tumbles and tumbles and hits it, take it out, let it dry, repeat the process again, weathers it, and then you have to sit there and try to match up the shoes, okay? Because some are more distressed, some are more weathered, but that's the character of it, and that's why you see on the blue elastic, you can really see how it is dyed, those old washings there. Super little chukka boot, run around. This is like a shoe. We created this for you to be able to travel, to be able to run around after your kids, to be able to get out of your, you know, sport shoes where you're going to go to the gym, you're going to go to yoga, you're going to go to whatever. This is putting you in a different little bit more put together, instead of wearing your sport shoes outside when you should be wearing a little bit more dressed up.
Yeah, super cute with a cargo pant or a jogger, a legging. But since we've been talking about denim so much, this one I can see with a jegging or a boyfriend jean
that's
easily,
what you want this.
Right?
Look, I have the men's one, the lace up, the version of this. I wear them day in and day out. You know, it's a shoe. Originally I thought, oh, I don't know. You know what? It doesn't look like it's very thick at the bottom. It doesn't too light type of thing.
No,
it is
like the
greatest shoe I've had. To be honest, it's soft. You have that removable insole, all leather lining. It has memory foam right from the heel to the toe that you're going to feel that every time you're standing on there. And this is also another thing. You know why they're so soft and supple is because it's a construction that we do called Strobel. And that Strobel construction is we take that upper and stitch it to the sole. So there is no cement in there. And that is why when a shoe puts cement into it, it gets harder. The glue obviously gets hard and it's stiffer.
Who puts cement in a shoe?
How do you think they put the
sole on?
Glue, the sole on?
Yeah, I mean, you're throwing me here. Did you mean like rubber cement? Is that like rubber, a Canadian thing, like you guys call glue cement?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
No, we call glue. So in the shoe world, glue is called cement. Okay.
Learn something new every day.
Or it is the glue. Okay, so when you get glue, it obviously hardens and it becomes stiff. But with this here, you're just pulling my leg. You like to do that.
No, I'm being serious. I didn't know what you meant, but anyway.
Okay, and it's stitch and turn, and that makes it very soft and supple because it's just stitched to the upper there. The inside zipper, easy on, easy access. I like this, as you said, with put on your jean jacket. Coming in the fall, just put a big we saw lots of big oversized cable knit sweaters, this type of thing with a pair of leggings, run around. It looks, you know, got to get to the grocery store on the weekend.
They're so European. It's so crazy. They're very German, they're very English. They're just so Euro.
Well, it's got that little bit of a bumper. You see the toe, that rubber piece comes up and back a tiny little bit. It's dirtied on purpose, so you don't have to worry about the shoes getting dirty. The bumper around it's already done.
So
on
cool.
the red, it's black, and on the black, it's black. And these are only here. You can't find them anywhere else.
These colors or this shoe?
This shoe was not made anywhere else in the world.
All right, sidebar. They ship for free. The Easy Pay goes away at the end of the day. They are new, debuting right now. They're the only Softinos in the show, so they are the most athletic-inspired in the show, but obviously super supple, slip-on, easy, feel like a slipper. And the size chart, again, we revisit so that you know how to order, because this is not a style that comes in a traditional US or half-size situation.
So you're gonna look on the left-hand side to your US, and you're gonna see, for example, the 5.5, you're gonna look to a 36. 6.5 is 37. The 7 to a 7.5 is 38. 8.5, 39. 9.5, a 40. 10 is a 41. And that 10.5 to 11 is a 42. And that's how I go to sleep, eh?
What? A?
A. I mean, now you got it. Now you got me going.
Where are they going on their honeymoon?
They're going to Hawaii, the 3 different islands for 3 weeks.
Oh.
To Kauai 1 week, Maui 1 week, and the Honolulu for 1 week.
Are you paying for that as well?
No. Why you ask questions like that?
I'm just curious, because that's a pretty indulgent honeymoon. Sidebar, you live in Toronto some of the time, correct? At least most of the time.
Right.
And you know our new Duchess. She used to live in Toronto.
Yes,
did you ever run into her when she was
No, I
just
never ran into her.
Right.
She just now, so her favorite winery is a Canadian winery as well.
Really?
In the Okanagan Valley out in Vancouver.
Interesting.
Yeah, saw that today.
Okay, so anyway, these obviously are a top find on the day.
Right.
They, seen on the girls, can be styled a lot of different ways. But I point out again, one of our girls is wearing a skirt, and I think that's a very cool, progressive way to wear them.
Right, they have them on bare feet now as well. So you know what, if you're a West Coast or you're in Florida or something, this is a great little bootie to have to run around for your fall season. It's not heavy. The lining is nice and light inside. It's a leather lining, so you don't have to worry about a big heavy thing. The soles are not chunky, and you can wear that barefoot, and that's enough to keep you warm in that rain and the cooler temperatures as you get into the December and February. Now here on the East Coast, put a pair of tights on. It's going to be able to wear that boot right up until, you know, we get the snow, which is usually doesn't come now until January, really is when we get that heavy. So you'll be able to wear this all season.
I know, can you do that? When we come back, will you do that? Because that's why I think they're...
flexibility, the softness
so the red is getting limited. So that's just a warning and a note to self. So this is what the shoe can do.
Right. And remember, you can't get this. You know, it's so funny because we have a lot of people call and they say, oh, you know, after they call up the store, can we get any of these at your store? We can find it anywhere else. We sell out of them.
These no.
And this is gone. Once they're gone, there's nowhere in the world
that
we can get them. So look at, if you were going on a trip, say you're going over to Europe, this shoe, pack it in your luggage, lightweight. You're going to be able to wear this.
It could go in the Dooney tote that's coming up at midnight.
Yeah, you could. You could easy on, easy off at the airports as well. You know, you have to take your shoes off in some places still a lot, so it's easy. Comes on that zipper. Look at that memory foam in there. You can see there. That memory foam is right there. It's right from the toe to the heel. And that stitching along the side there is what I was talking about earlier, that Strobel construction. That is, the upper is stitched right to the sole, and that gives us that flexibility, twist and turn, softness. And the leathers here, though, soft, eh? Super soft.
And on the inside, the heel cup is all
the reverse suede.
Yeah, it's so soft.
That's there. So, you know, if you put leather, your heel still slips up and down. But if we put the suede, this stops your heel because it has a little bit of a nap, we call it, in there. That stops you from slipping up and down.
Who's the little guy on the heel?
Clara.
Who?
Clara.
Clara. How do you spell that?
C-L-A-R-A. And she's our mascot. She gets around.
Wait, I thought the Fly. I thought the Fly was the mascot.
This is Fly London's little sister.
Can I tell you something funny?
Okay.
Oh, okay, right, for Softinos.
For Softinos.
So I'll never forget, there was a show you and I did maybe a year ago, maybe more, and I got an email afterwards that they wanted to know what this little character was called.
On the Softinos?
Not on this particular shoe, it's new, but like we had a Softinos in the show and you shared who she was.
Right.
And I couldn't remember for the life of me.
Clara. So Clara was our little mascot. She gets around, Fly London's little sister. You see her footmarks. So she's traveling around the world, going all over the places, and she's going to take you along with her in her nice new little Softino booties.
But can you show the insole?
Yes. So this here is a removable insole. It has what we call, it's a fabric, but antibacterial fabric that's put on top here. And that's there on top of a PVC PU there that gives a cushioning. And you can take this out and then remove it and put your own orthotics if you happen to have them. There's enough space in these. It's a deeper boot that you would be able to do that. Or you just leave this in there and
gosh, when you take it out and you put your hand in there.
That's the memory foam. That's what I was showing.
I just saw, I have never felt that before in a brand. When I take the insole out, that's all just raw memory foam. And my fingers are like sinking.
Look at it, that's a great shot right there. You can see it bouncing back. It's not staying down. You see the dip, and that's what
crazy.
It is, a high density. So some of the features you're thinking, again, what is the price here for? One, they are Napa Kids soft leather uppers, okay? You have a zipper added into this. Then you have your elastic on the outside. You have all leather lining inside. Again, I have to stress, a lot of shoes don't have leather linings, or they have a textile lining into it. A rubber sole. So the rubber sole gives us the flexibility, gives you the nice security that you're not going to slip and slide running around. Two, that it's that stitch and turn construction. That of the upper being stitched right to the insole there gives us that flexibility. All memory foam, high density memory foam, so that there is going to stay. You feel that every step you take. Removable insoles, European styling, European fashion.
And I have to say, you know, obviously, thank you for pointing all of that out, because these are undeniably a splurge. We get that. That's why we put it on Easy Pay. That's why we wouldn't bring you a Fly London show without Easy Pay. But the Easy Pay here, along with shipping for free, is spectacular, and these, I feel like, will be a consummate go-to in your casual wardrobe. You're going to have it for the next 3-4
years without an issue there. As a caller, I had a show earlier this afternoon, and she called in and said, you know, she was buying her like 6th pair of Fly, and Mary Beth asked her, you know, was it worth the value? She said every penny. She's had them for, she bought her first pair 7 years ago, and she still has that pair. The quality, they still look just as good as they did then. And she was saying that it's an investment, yes. But once you get into that investment and once you put the shoes on and you feel the difference of the shoe, she was sold. She had bad arthritis in her feet and everything, and that Fly shoe just made her feel so much better.
They are a total treat.
It's going to be the same for you as well.
So that color on your screen that you're seeing there is navy. It's a washed leather, so altogether the shades and the trim and the outsole, it will all look kind of pre-worn, well-worn, vintage. Then, of course, oh, I'm sorry, were you not seeing this a minute ago? I may have been confused. Anyway, so there's the navy. The red is a smooth, gorgeous, deep red with a black outsole. There's goring on one side and an interior zip. That's how you get in and out. And then the black as well, a smooth black leather, super supple, with a black outsole.
Looks cool just with the skirt and the leather jacket. You know, it's like, hey, instead of putting your runner on, I feel I want to put this on, run around, look hip and cool. Same with the blue. Makes it very casual. You just got a pair of jeggings and run around that city. That's what's most important. You're going to be having a hard time to keep them if you got teenagers, that they're not going to steal your shoe.
I'll tell you, they're cool enough. This style from Softinos, which debuted new about 10 minutes ago, now we have over 500 ordered, and everyone's using the Easy Pay, which goes away at the end of the day.
And you can't get that anywhere else. And, you know, we don't sell also. QVC is our biggest distribution of Fly London and Softinos in North America. So you can't find a lot of these shoes. Well, I know you can't find them in the big department stores for sure, because we're not there. There's only the one. And then independent little boutiques are the other ones.
Yeah.
And when it's an exclusive style, which we do for QVC, they're here, they're gone. That's
all right, Dean Bosco, the size chart, since you do European sizing, could you kind of guide us through that ever so?
So size 5 is going to be a 35, 5.5 is a 36.